What's up, ladies and gents? So the last time we talked, I spoke to you guys about ways the Philadelphia Eagles could attack a cover four or quarters defense. Today, I want to focus in on cover three. I'm talking about three playing back deep and four underneath defenders. We're going to attack the cover three defense. How are we going to do it? Well, you Madden fans might appreciate this. We're going to talk a little bit about sail route concepts. So the Y sail, the Ace 80 sail, right? Just your basic sail or outside vertical stretch play. All right, y'all. Let's get it. What's up, Eagles Nation? What's going on, NFL world? How you doing, division rivals? This is Stephen Hightower with Gate City Sports Channel, the sports channel where the cerebral NFL fan comes for about 10 minutes of daily content. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whenever it is you get around to watching this, guys. Once again, Stephen Hightower, Gate City Sports Channel. All right, y'all, today's topic, we're going to continue going over some playbook stuff, guys. I'm going to talk about different ways to attack different defenses. Today, we're talking about the sail route. If you're not familiar with the sail route is, guys, it's for a lack of nuance here, it's an out-breaking route. So this is an intermediate level route. And really, the sail route is that route that goes from the 12 to 15-yard mark that kind of, it's not quite to a 90-degree angle. Most of the time when you run it as a receiver, guys, it's a little more rounded. But it's that route that comes out underneath a vertical stretch route, okay? So today we're going to talk about the different ways the Philadelphia Eagles can attack a cover three defense with this concept and why teams run this. This is something that you will find across the league. You'll find it in college, even some high schools. I guarantee you will find this. As a matter of fact, back when I played Pop Warner ball, so I must have been like 13 or so, guys, even I ran this concept. This is a very, very common concept to run. So today, we're talking sail route. We're talking about why it's effective. And I'm going to show you, if I can, all three levels of that route combination and why it's important. All right, Joe, let's get into today's topic. All right, ladies and gents. So today's topic, we're going to talk about this idea of a sail route and how the Philadelphia Eagles could use it. Now, I want to go over a few basic things with you. When we say a sail route concept, the concept that is universally identified is you will see an outside vertical stretch play, so an OVS route. Just means, it could be a seam route, it could be a fly route. It's normally a fly route, just going straight down the sideline, guys, basically. And then the actual sail route with the sail concept is when that vertical route runs off the coverage, you bring somebody underneath that route, okay? Because it should be open if everything works out accordingly, all right? So today, I'm going to run you through some film. So I'm getting ready to do some voiceover for you guys, and I'll break down each little individual thing about this route. All right, Joe. Here we go. Let's run that film.
All right, guys, watch that outside receiver run that OVS route, and then watch Larry Fitzgerald in the slot run that sail route. All right, ladies and gents, I probably know what your first thought is. Gate City. Steve, why are you showing us an Arizona Cardinals game and a New Orleans game? Well, simply put, there's some unique things here that stand out. The first being, I'm not going to disguise it, guy. Every one of us analysts, we always show this play as the model Y sail concept, so you'll see it. Here it is. But number two, there are some similarities between that Arizona Cardinals football team and the 2020 Philadelphia Eagles. For example, this is a 12-man personnel package you see here from the Arizona Cardinals. The other kind of thing that I picked up on, there were two players on that Arizona Cardinals team that year that had like 4.2, 4.3-ish speed. They had JJ Nelson that year. Then they had Jerron Brown on that football team. Then they got that tall slot. You can play outside and you can play the slot. And Larry Fitzgerald. There are some definite similarities between these two football teams. But all right, let's switch gears. Let me tell you how I know this is a cover three, right? To begin with, I can see there's a single high safety. So let me just point that out for you. When you're looking at a single high safety, guys, you know that you're either looking at probably cover one or cover three or maybe some kind of inverted concept of a cover six. So now what I'm looking for is zone concepts, okay? I can see the triangle between the two corners in that safety making that triangle, right? So I know I'm in this type of formation here. Given the down the distance, what formation I'm in, 12 man, pretty good idea that they're going to play cover 3 against us because they're going to want to put as many people in the box as they can to defend the run. All right? That's why we got the 12 man out there. This is a great little setup. Mirrors so perfectly to the Eagles. As you look out here, what you're looking to see is how, in this particular play, Carson Palmer manipulates what's known as the hook defender. The hook defender is the guy that's kind of going to defend that flat area to intermediate area. So that hook defender has to make a decision here. Does he guard the flat or does he guard the intermediate area? This is who we are attacking. We are attacking the hook defender with this type of defense. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and let's roll the film, and I'll tell you exactly what goes on, how the hook defender defends this, and then what ensues based upon that hook defender, decision that he makes, okay? All right, let's roll that film. Watch this hook defender that's over Larry Fitzgerald, okay? Watch right about here. Look at his eyes. Watch him. Look where he's looking and look what he's looking at. At this point, Carson Palmer ought to know exactly where to go with the football, okay? He knows exactly what this player is going to play. So what I want to do now is I want to rewind this, and let me send it back, and let's start from the beginning again, and let's talk about everything that's happening here. Okay, ladies and gents. So what I want to do here is I want to back out of this a little bit, guys. I'm going to zoom out of this frame a lot. I'm going to zoom out a lot, guys, so we can see the full play kind of play itself out here. Now look, I can tell from that hook defender, which happens to be their nickel cornerback or a safety if they're in a big nickel. I think it's Vicario or whatever his name is. So judging by that and seeing that he's going to play the flats, I know that, okay, wow, my sail route, my primary read is still in play here. So now I need to move on to what is my second progression, right? So who's the second guy I need to manipulate to get to the progression I need, right? Because this isn't really about us as much as it is about the defense and basically taking what the defense gives you in this point, right? We have a simple 3-read progression here. So now what I want to see is I want to see what that safety or that corner, the corner is number 39. I want to see what they do because I'm going to play off of them. If that corner and that safety goes out and follows out with basically that OVS route, the outside vertical stretch route, then I know that I'm going to have a wide open Larry Fitzgerald on that sail route. Watch how deep that corner and that safety gets, and let's pause the film here. Take a look at where Larry Fitzgerald is in relation to those. Look at that wide open space formed by the triangle between all those defenders. This is the beauty of the sail route because it's really about what the defense gives you. You're either going to get a one-on-one matchup on that OVS, the outside vertical stretch play, right? That deep stretch play, or you're going to get a wide open space there with the sail route. And worst case scenario, you're going to get an easy check down for a good, 4, 5, 6 yards. Maybe more if a player can make a play and break a tackle. This is the beauty of this play, guys.
Fake it to him. Palmer, a lot of time, unloading. Fitzgerald has it.
Now, I know what you're probably wondering. Okay, this is cool. Love the concept, love the idea. Have the Eagles ever run this? Let me show you something Doug does that's it's pretty unique. He did do this, and I'm going to take you back to that Tennessee game, all right? The Tennessee and Philadelphia game, it's going to be the same exact game I showed you guys on Friday, but this is just a separate play. It's a different play.
Doug Peterson comes out in the same exact formational alignment that we just saw from Arizona, i.e. being in 12-man personnel. So he goes on the same personnel. But look at the subtle differences here, okay? We're in almost what would be almost a 2-by-2 set. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily call it that because I would call Goedert in a wing there. But you can look to the very top of your screen, okay? So look to the top in the X receiving position towards the field side. I'm sorry, guys. Look towards the boundary side of the field. And you can see you got Nelson Aguilar there lined up top. Now look down towards the field side. Look at who your Y is. Your Y is Zach Ertz. And at the very bottom of your screen, I don't know if that's Jordan Matthews or Alshon Jeffrey. I can't really see from this angle, guys, but you can see there's another receiver all the way at the bottom of the screen, basically playing the role of the flanker, okay? And you got Goedert in that wing. The way this is going to work out, the way you can see this is, if you look at Nelson Aguilar, he's running that OVS, that outside vertical stretch. If you go down and you take a look at a guy like Zach Ertz is running that sail concept. He's just coming across the formation on that sail concept. It's a nice little wrinkle because it disguises it well. Okay, then you got Goedert's really releasing in the flat, kind of a similar route concept to what we're seeing Zach Ertz run, but he's running, more of a shorter, flat kind of drag route type thing, like out route. This is sail route. This is just a different way of disguising a sail route, and it's pretty effective. Let me roll the film, and I'll show you exactly what happens. Look how wide open Zach Ertz gets on the sail route. Now, the question you probably have is, how in the world did Zach Ertz get that wide open? And it has to do with the Tennessee Titans defense. So let's go ahead and let's rewind this play, guys. When we rewind the play, this is what we're going to see. Tennessee disguises its defense pretty well, right? As you look at this, you don't know if this is cover 2, is it cover 4 or quarters, is this a cover 6, is this a cover 3? Well, judging from the way this play rolled out, it looks like to me this is either a cover 3 or cover 6 concept. If you look towards the top of your screen, okay, so look towards the boundary side and look at that safety that's over there. He's the key. This is the player we are trying to manipulate, is this safety right here. The reason we want to manipulate this safety is because he's the guy we need to clear out of that space in order to get Zach Ertz wide open. And you can see, although Goedert slipped and fell on that route, as he releases and gets out into the flats, he draws that safety down. And he guards that boundary side. He guards that flat area, which opens up the void for Zach Ertz to just come wide open through. It's a beautiful play design, and this is something that's very effective. And now what I want to do is I want to turn around, guys, and I want to talk a little bit about the players we have and how that might be a beautiful marriage for this particular play and scheme. Guys, when we talk about the sail route, I just want to be fully transparent here. There are tons of variations to this route. I just gave you 2 from the same exact, offensive personnel formation here, and how, drastically different they can be, even in the same exact route, right? You can do this out of 11 man, so you can change up the personnel, right? And now you got 3 receivers on the field and a tight end and a running back, right? You can have the tight ends, the wide receivers, or the running backs contributing in this. There's just a lot of different ways of varying this. You can take this from a 3-read progression to a full field. So instead of going half field, 3-read progression, you can go full field, 4, 5-read progression, right? You can do it's considered the ace sail. It's like the sail ace 80 or 20, something like that, guys. And it's basically when you have both sides of the field, you have that same route, right? You have the sail, the outside vertical stretch on both sides, and then generally speaking, you got a running back releasing somewhere. That's, the beauty of this play. It can be really built in. It can vary greatly. But let's talk about the players and who can fit this. We know we got 2 great tight ends that we can run this out of 12-man with. Okay? We have multiple running backs that can fit with this. You can definitely use a Miles Sanders or a Boston Scott to create havoc on teams with this type of system and this type of built-in route progression here. On top of that, guys, just think about the possibilities at receiver. You go 11-man. You can throw in, Goodwin. You can throw in Jackson. You can throw in Reagor. You can throw in Hightower, Watkins. Guys, we have a lot of guys who can really hurt and punish a team. For me, this is one of those plays I think we're going to see a lot of. I love this play. I love the fit. I love the feel. And this is a play that I think we're going to see a lot when we're trying to really get a big chunk play and to challenge teams vertically to open up the middle of the field. Remember, we always said that adding this speed is going to do what, guys? It's going to open up the middle of the field. This is the type of play you use if you can open the middle of the field. All right, y'all, these are my thoughts, but right now I'm going to ask you. I want to know, what do you think? All right, y'all, leave your comments below. Let me know what you think, and you know how we close these videos out. We go E-A-G-L-E-S. Eagles. All right, y'all, let's go Eagles.